Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to the Stream of Conscious, where we just talk. And all right. Here's what happens. Sam, you know that StreamYard is retarded, right?
Yes.
Yes. And when you go to schedule something, it always wants to schedule it 2 hours ahead of whenever you start to do it.
At a minimum. Yeah.
Yeah. And I usually do if it's a regular early in the day and I'm on time, I'll do something like an hour before. But this, I waited until 10:30 because I was doing something else. So it scheduled it to tomorrow in the AM, and I switched it to PM, but I didn't see it switch the date. So for about 20 minutes, it said November 18th at 11 p.m.
Glad I clicked on the right link then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, it's only the one link here. I just edit it in the editing here, and it changes it fine. I just have to change the preferences. But no, StreamYard is retarded, so I'm not blaming anything. StreamYard is just dumb with the way it does that. It shouldn't preset anything when you're scheduling a stream, but it does that. And
I agree. I also agree that it shouldn't reset your. Well, I rather that it shouldn't reset all of your fucking settings just because you're in between streams.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I select a setting, that's the setting that I want. I want it to stay that setting. I shouldn't have to reselect it every single time.
Yeah.
And and instead of fixing the actual software and the bugginess of it and the fact that every time they try to do something else, it fucks up something else. Instead of doing that, they keep piling on new useless ass features.
Yeah, this Mars thing where it's like, hey, guess what? You can have the video be put all vertical and horizontal. I did that once, and it created 2 streams.
Yep.
And I just said, oh no, we're done with that.
It creates 2 streams because it has to, because you can't have a stream be both vertical and horizontal at the same time. It doesn't work like that.
So it screwed me out of a notification that day.
I tried it last week, for Abyssal Musings. I was just like, screw it, I'll try it, whatever. And it did. It created 2 streams, which split my viewership, which split my views, which split my fucking chat, into 2 different places.
Shit.
And it did it on, because usually when I have Caucasian Sasquatch on, he will also restream to his channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it did the same thing to his channel.
Yeah. Fortunately, whenever I go through the process of setting up a stream, I'll go here, I'll put it all in, and then I go right to my studio to do the settings because I'm monetized, you're not. So I go through a lot of steps to make sure everything, and I have a lot of things I got to put in the description so the intro music doesn't get hit for copyright and stuff like that. And I go over to the live tab, and it said, and I saw right there 2 streams. I thought, oh, well, that's not happening, is it? No, we're deleting one of these.
Yeah. So that's I don't know how much monetization weighs into it. I put a lot of shit into my descriptions and stuff too, but I usually do those, like, the way I have to set it up, because I run simultaneously on Rumble and Twitter as well. Is that I have to, because StreamYards is dumb and they still haven't figured out this like permanent RTMP nonsense. You have to set the stream up separately on Rumble and then set the stream up on StreamYard and then connect the Rumble stream to the StreamYard stream.
In StreamYard's defense, nobody does it clean to Rumble. I'll restream all of them, they all fuck it up to Rumble from what I hear. It's never clean to Rumble.
I'm aware that most of that is on Rumble's side, but it's not all Rumble. It's like, if you guys wanted to get together and work this shit out, you really could.
Yeah, I know. So StreamYard is retarded, but you know what's also retarded? I know you've seen now the goddamn X chat thing.
Oh, it's terrible.
Everybody hates this.
It's so bad. I mean, that's assuming that it even shows up on X.
Yeah, I had to monkey things around, and then I had to create the passcode so that and every time I use a new browser or switch computer, I have to enter it on the passcode again so it knows it's me, even though it's my fucking account.
Yeah. No, that's been a thing lately too. But yeah, the way that the chat works. So in theory, chat, for those of you who don't stream, right, don't use streaming software. In theory, everywhere you stream to from your streaming software should show up in the StreamYard side comments right? It should show, it should all show up there. It should be like marked like where it's from by little icons and all that shit. It should all show up there. They're consistently. I can't speak for like other platforms like Twitch or Kick or BitChute or any of that because I don't use any of those. But specifically on Twitter and Rumble, right? Half of the Rumble ones don't come in at all, and the ones that do are usually in the first 45 minutes to an hour. After that, it just cuts them off entirely. And X never shows up at all.
Like it used to. I know
they did used to, yeah.
Yeah. And also, let's be honest, rarely does anybody send a chat from X because it's such a weird way it streams things. And also, I personally don't bother because you can't assign a moderator to X. And
I mean, yeah, there's that, but
I just gotta be careful.
At the same time, it'd be nice if it was all coordinated. Like I have this consistent problem on my own account, not on other people's accounts. If you were streaming to multiple locations right now, I could type something in the chat and it would show up in all the locations you're streaming to. On my own account, no go. Not only will it not go to all the locations I'm streaming to, right? It only goes to YouTube and only to my channel on YouTube. So like when Squatch is running on his, anything I put in the chat on this side, if I don't go directly to his YouTube chat, it won't show up there. Right? It only shows up on mine, and I don't know what the hell I did, or if that's just a buggy glitch that I just can't fix or whatever. But it only goes to one location. So when I type something in the chat, it won't show up to Rumble, it won't show up to Twix, it won't show up to other YouTube channels. It only shows up to my channel. And that's kind of a problem when I'm trying to get something out to everybody, like a link or something.
I mean, I know that, like you said, if I put something in this chat right here in this studio, not in my YouTube studio, but here in the StreamYard studio, it'll say, if people are simulcasting on their channels, it'll send it to their channel too. We've seen that pass back in the day when we used to double, triple, and do that. But I simulcast so infrequently, I don't know if it's still working. The only Jen and Dermy do that, and generally, since I'm on camera, I don't really use the chat because I'm always talking.
Yeah. So I mean, it depends. Like on occasion, we'll be having a conversation on one topic. Somebody in chat will ask a question or something, and so while I'm having the conversation on panel, I will answer a separate question in the chat, kind of thing. And I find it useful to be able to engage that way. But that only works on my YouTube chat. It doesn't transfer over to any of the other locations. So
the joys of technology,
right?
nothing works, even though they say it's going to, and it should, and it shouldn't be that hard.
No, it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. I guess more and more people are going over to things like EVMux. I hear a lot of great things about EVMux, so I might look into that.
Oh, I think Dermy tried that once. He tried a bunch of them before he said it on Restream, and
I don't like Restream at all.
Oh, Restream is garbage. Restream is complete garbage. And we did do EVMux. That's what he did before Restream, and we didn't like that one either. It's very quirky. Very quirky.
I think, well, the way it was described to me recently, actually, by Gal, who, I think had it described to her by Static, is that EVMux tries to have all of the functionality of StreamYards in an OBS type setup. So it is a little bit more complicated to navigate.
All I remember is that during EVMux, every time somebody would share a screen or somehow the screen sharing this and everybody on there, Dermy would have to manually move everybody's chat windows around. And if somebody left, then there's a giant hole in the chat of our avatars, or if we're on camera. So it was just really, it was a little retarded, and dumb. And of course, Dermy has no patience for that, so he quickly kept giving up. And I was fine. Listen, I will show up wherever somebody uses whatever streaming app, whatever streaming platform they're using. But on this, even though this costs too much money, I will continue to use this because I need to know I'm going to put everything in. It's going to work itself out, be fine. And I personally, with the exception of what I started this whole conversation with the whole date thing, which I think is just dumb. That's not a bug. That's just a dumb product of the system.
It's not a bug. It's a feature.
It's a feature. I personally, though, I never have any problems with StreamYard. Nothing ever really goes wrong for me Once in a blue moon. Yeah. I don't know why. I seem to never have really any problems.
Yeah, but I mean, even with that, even with all the problems I encounter and other people I know encounter, I mean, this is kind of a devil you know situation for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, yeah, it sucks, but like I'm
they
familiar
are
with
responsive. Well, I mean, that you remember during the whole rollout of dark mode and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was bitching and moaning because everybody else had dark mode instead of me, and I kept waiting until the cutoff date, and then it didn't happen. Within 24 hours, when I sent them a customer service request, why don't I have my dark mode? I got my dark mode.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah,
I mean, they're responsive when you reach out to them. I'll give StreamYard that. They're responsive.
Well, sure. They'd better be for what they're charging.
Yeah. And I mean, there are some nice things. I mean, I don't have to spend money on a sound deck because they built one in now, and I can do stuff like this.
Stop, Wesley.
I can do stuff like that. And
yeah, I haven't played around with that feature too much, but I did notice that was an inbuilt thing now, which Larry's going to be sad about because I never got around to testing out he sent me a sound deck a while back, and I never got around to like testing it out with my shitty computer. I'm not even sure it would work with my shitty computer, but I don't think I should use that before I use the one he sent me.
I have no room for any more stuff on my desk here. This stupid L-shaped desk is maxed out. I mean, it's even going to get even worse next year, where if I manage to save the money when they come it out, and I get a Valve Steam machine, I'm getting one of those if the price is right. That's going to solve a lot of my extra gaming problems, and it'll make things easier. So I don't know where I'm going to put that thing. It's not that big, but I still have no room.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll shift the PS5 over a little bit, but not.
I had
the way, but
dude, I understand spacing issues. Like the way my shit's set up right now, so I don't have like a full size desk, right? What I have is like a chick's vanity, right? So it's like just big enough for it's got a mirror on the back of it and everything.
Oh my God.
So in front of the mirror is my television. In front of that is my PS4. And my laptop, and right over on the edge of the fucking thing, my PS5, and all of that is hooked in together. And I swap cables around all the time to make it work.
Yeah, I'm there too. I used to swap cables around until I broke one of the HDMI ports in my TV, but now I have one of those nice little HDMI switches, and I just push the button to switch. It's basically just switching the PS5 to do different modes, to streaming mode and regular mode, because of the HDMI switch, HDCP switch within the PS5. If that is turned on, the Elgato capture card doesn't work, but then I can't watch movies. So I have to flip it back and forth. So I need two separate screens so that I can not have to do kind of fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, you've seen my desk. I mean, the TV's right here. Yeah. This thing was not made to hold a 55-inch television on it, but it does anyway. And then I got two monitors. I've got two computers. I've got the PS5. I've got a Viper's nest of cables behind here. I got speakers jammed in here, keyboard. I have just enough room to put extra shit next to the PS5. I'm running out. I mean, here's the thing. I'm running out of room. I've run out of room on my movie, on the movie rack behind me. I'm starting to stack games on top of the PS5 now because I've run out of room. Right, and I just and the Black Friday deal started early for two games I wanted today. So I started buying my Christmas presents, and there's two more games. I have nowhere to put them, so they're just going to get stacked on the PS5.
That works, man. That works. Like, do you know Kat, the hijabi gamer?
Yes, we streamed. Okay. She was originally on Engage for a little bit.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever seen her actual desk setup, right?
No,
but she showed us a picture one time of like just the rat's nest of cables that it is. and we gave her shit for like 6 months about that. It was like, that's a fire hazard, right? You're gonna die. You need to do something about this.
Mine's not that bad. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but
she had so many cables plugged into so many different surge protectors and shit all over the place.
Oh no, I don't have that. I've only got one surge protector. I've just got the one. What I'm talking about are all the wires from the computers to the HDMI cables to the. I mean, I've got two different USB strips so that I can have extra shit and move shit around, because I have to switch the keyboard and the mouse to a different computer when I want to do something else. And It's
She
retarded.
runs like 8 game systems through everything, and she's got 3 computer monitors stacked on top of each other, and like plus her PC, plus her laptop, plus all of her other shit, and she sits there with fucking energy drinks open next to it all the time.
Okay, yeah, that I don't do. I have a folding table next to my desk. That's where I put my jug of water or a can of soda.
It wouldn't even be that bad, but she has cats too.
And they piss on shit.
And they knock stuff over.
Cats piss on stuff. Yeah.
But no, I do worry about her though. I think sooner or later it is going to start a fire.
That is bad. I mean, my biggest enemy is dust. That's my biggest enemy, and I'm lax on my dusting. I should be better on my dusting.
Yeah, I'm pretty shit about that too.
Yeah, but I do it. I do it frequently enough, and I'll have to. What I do is I turn over the old girl computer, and I suck out all the dust from the vent on the bottom of it, so she doesn't explode and overheat. Right. Honestly, a vacuum cleaner works well with the extension hose. I don't have to get anything special. It sucks out all the dust just fine. Yeah, and she keeps working.
Yeah, I have a similar problem with my PS4. It's like when I was when I first started game streaming, because I have a 3rd gen, right? So it's also got that tendency to sort of run hot anyway. And so when I first started game streaming, and I just had a headset, right, with a mic built into it, and you could just hear the fan whining right through all of the game streams, like in the audio.
Dude, earlier this year, I've had the PS5, I think, for 2.5, almost 3 years now. And earlier this year, I realized I had never looked at the vents on the side of the PS5. And when I was dusting one day, I turned it around. Motherfucker was packed with dust. And I didn't even realize, because the way the PS5 is, it's pushed, it's open. So there's nothing blocking the vents on it. But I don't see the angles of the exhaust, the vents on it. So I'm going to look right now, too. I haven't looked in a while. Let me take a look. I'm using. There's no light here either, so I have to turn on the flashlight. Oh yeah, shit. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, they're all fucking dusty as shit. I gotta get the vacuum in here. Holy shit, that's bad. Yeah, it's so dark in here in this corner. I don't see it. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, shame on me. Shame on me. And this thing's on all the fucking time too.
Yeah,
I gotta do that tonight. I gotta do that tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm not turning on the PS5 again tonight, but tomorrow morning, first thing.
Yeah, I gotta take a look at both of mine too, because both PS4 and PS5 are they're never simultaneously running, because obviously there's an issue with logging in there. But
actually, no. The PS4 is running in the other room right now, and I can be logged in on both machines.
Really? Because mine won't do that. Mine, it's if one of them's online, the other one won't be.
Really? That's weird. That's weird.
But I do need to check them, because, like, I'll if I'm not playing games, then I'm watching TV on the PS4. So
yeah, because somebody else is using the PS4 right now to watch Tubi in the living room.
Yeah,
and therefore it's my account.
I could recommend some movies to your mom on Tubi.
She just watches. No, not your movies.
I'm just saying. No, I know where all the gems are.
No, you don't. And no, she finds her way. But yeah, so it stays logged in, and I've never had a problem. I got to check that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they're in rest mode or whatever, it's not that big a deal. But they can't be on.
I never use rest mode. Do you put your PS5 in rest mode?
Yeah.
Don't do that, dude.
I put all of my shit in rest mode.
No, rest mode will damage the PS5. I was told that when I first got it. Grump told me, because he was one of the first guys that had PS5. It being in rest mode murdered it. Huh. It keeps running, overheating. Yeah, just turn it off when you're not using it. I just turned mine off completely.
I haven't had that issue.
I'm not taking a chance. I spent too much money on this damn thing.
No, I just say this because, like, I've been keeping it in rest mode with rare exceptions where you need to shut it off, like you got to move it or whatever, and so you got to unplug the cables or whatever. But for the most part, I don't just turn it off, because in my experience with electronics,
old school stuff, yes, but
turning them off and on constantly will fuck them up because of the surge.
Well, I don't mean off and on. I mean, my PS5 will stay on for hours, and then I'll turn it off, and I probably won't. When I turn it off for the day, it's usually done for the day.
Right. I'm just saying, it's the same reason that your light bulbs explode, right? Is because if you leave a filament bulb on, it'll stay on indefinitely. What the problem is, what causes that to burn out, is actually the surge that comes with cutting off the power supply and turning it back on. Right.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I've had light bulbs running for a couple of years straight at different points in my life, and the second they get turned off, when they get turned back on, poof, pop, they're dead.
That's when the light bulb usually blows out. But I was told don't put the PS5 in rest mode if you want to make sure it doesn't get damaged. So I've never put it in rest mode. So
fair enough.
I just want to be safe. That's what I was told. Because Grump had his break and he took it apart and he looked at the innards and he tested everything and he said, wait, I remember him explaining this to me a couple of years ago that whatever mechanism the rest mode goes into was making it overheat and burn stuff out on the inside. That's what he told me. So
is he sure that wasn't just his unit?
I don't know. I don't remember the exact conversation, but
that sounds like a fault in the unit itself.
I took it as better safe than sorry.
No, I get that. I do. Yeah. I just, but yeah, that sounds like a faulty unit.
I can't tell you. All I know is that I took it as better safe than sorry, and I'll leave it when I turn it on for the day. If it's going to be on for multiple times, that's how long it's going to be on. Usually because it's always on when I'm streaming because it's part of my background. And then if I'm going to play a game, I leave it on. I just switch the thing, or I'm watching a movie. But like right now, it's off. It's been off all night. It's been off since about, I want to say, actually, it's been off all afternoon. Once I was done with the regular streaming this afternoon, it's been off, and I haven't needed to turn it back on because I've been doing everything on the computer today. So, and since we don't go on camera for this one, there's no reason for me to turn it on. But yeah, I'm gonna just hedge my bets. Better safe than sorry, and it's fine. My problem is now I keep looking at it. And I want to go get the vacuum right now, and I want to vacuum the dust out because I feel really dirty about that. I feel terrible.
No, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Look,
I'm not gonna do it.
Like I said, most of my shit goes into rest mode when it's not in use. Especially the laptop, because every time I shut the laptop off, when I turn it back on, it tries to sell me Windows 11 every fucking time.
Mine isn't actually doing that. When I switch over to the other partition, it just tells me all these years I've never finished completing the setup process.
Can't be neither.
So it says, I just say, remind me in 3 days.
Yep. I get that all the time too.
Because I just picked up where I'm calling it. I always get one PC related thing for Hanukkah for myself, and I pulled the trigger on that yesterday. Even though we're a month early, I still did it yesterday because the deal was there. Now I was trying out Age of Wonders 4 over the weekend because it was free trial, and at first I thought I didn't like it, but then I slept on it and went back to play it, and I realized, I'm actually enjoying this. So I pulled the trigger on it, and that's what I was doing this afternoon up until about right when we started. Well, so after I was done doing video editing and stuff like that, and then I heard it. Did you just turn your PS5 on?
Maybe.
I heard that. I know that sound. No, so I was just playing it all evening, and the other day when I turned it on, I rarely go over in my Windows partition unless I'm going to play a game on the PC side, or we're streaming a game on the PC side that I can't stream on the Mac side. And it said, remind me later. Like, yes, I will remind you later. But I've never gotten the push to switch to Windows 11. I've never gotten it because I don't do anything on that side except stream a game or play a game.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The thing is, though, we were talking about this on Sunday. If I pull the trigger on saving and getting one of the new Steam machines, we're probably going to have to install Windows 11 on it because it can accept other operating software.
But it sucks so bad. God, I have to use Windows 11 at work. It is the worst.
I've heard horror stories, but small price to pay. If I'm just going to be gaming, small price to pay. And what'll be interesting about that is if they let you install, I'll need Windows 11. If I was just playing Steam, wouldn't matter. But if I'm hooking it up and there's going to be games I might need to stream, then I'm going to need to install Windows 11 on it so I can install OBS and Discord and YouTube on it, so I can and all those things that I would need to make it work, you know? So
yeah, I don't know, man. I hate Windows 11 so much.
Oh
I've
yeah.
actually, if I'm being perfectly honest, I've hated pretty much every single Windows update since fucking XP.
I've always hated Windows. I don't
No.
like it. It's a necessary evil for PC gaming.
Like
Outside
it was cool when you know, Encarta Encyclopedia was a thing. Yes, I'm that old. You know, it was cool then, but it was also brand fucking new, right? You know, it was the first OS of its kind, you know, and all that, and we were all into that. And then, you know, the few updates that came after, I think 98 was probably peak for Windows. After that, it's just been fucking steadily downhill ever since.
Well, that's because they keep adding dumber and dumber shit that nobody needs to it, and more invasive shit too.
Yeah. Well, and it's especially 11. 11 has so much fucking intrusive, invasive, insidious shit built into it. It's honestly, it's not worth having, in my opinion, just because you have to go so deep into the submenus to disable the fucking shit that monitors your every goddamn move that it's almost not worth
Jeez.
having.
One of the things I hate most about Windows is the audio. Setting up the audio for different applications and headphones and speakers, and making sure it goes to the right this and there and right that there.
Yep.
It's annoying and it's
Yeah,
retarded.
and it resets your settings every single time there's an update.
So I mean, I loathe it, but unfortunately, it is there. It's all there is. If you're gonna PC game, you're gonna have to do it, especially now that they're ending support for Windows 10. Even though there's still, I think there's a year's grace before everything stops working, but eventually they're gonna force you on there. And then, hey, guess what? Windows 12.
Yeah, by the time they force me, absolutely 100% force me onto Windows 11, I will either have wised up and saved up enough to buy a PC with fucking Linux on it or something, or Windows 12 will be out.
Yeah,
and available for
yeah.
consumption.
I mean, I'm gonna, like I said, if I get the Steam Machine, I'll have to pull the trigger because that'll be my halfway point between getting that and a real gaming rig. Because a real good gamer, we were talking about this on Friday, we were talking about this on Sunday. To get one of those, I mean, it's a couple grand or more to get a serious PC gaming rig. And I can't save up for something like that. I can easily save up a couple $100 to get a Steam Machine, especially if they have a payment plan where I can order from some place and I can pay in installments. I can definitely do that, but I can't do a 2,000 to 3,000 rig. I can't save, and I can't justify that. Not with what not with everything I'm trying to do right now in terms of savings and stuff like that, and trying to make sure that I understand what exactly my earnings are as the channel hopefully kicks into gear, because I'm on a time limit. I'm on the clock right now to try and hopefully get things going by June of next year, because that's when my next release renewal happens. So I can't mess around saving 2-3 grand to get a full-on rig. And so the Steam Machine will be a nice, it's exactly what it's supposed to be, that in-between point for those of us who can't get a full-on gaming PC, but still want to play Steam games.
Yeah, I mean, so I heard about the Steam Deck that's supposed to be coming out, and I don't know, because essentially it's.
Well, I don't think you necessarily need it. You everything you want to play,
Yeah,
you're going to get it on PS5, no problem. For me, there's strategy games, there's certain co-op games, there's certain survival crafting games that I want to play with the other guys, and I can't do that exclusively on the PS5. I can't.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But I'm also not a PC game. Like the only reason I would save up for a gaming PC is just for the processing power. It's not because I actually intend to join the PC master race of gamers. That's not going to happen.
Me neither. I am a console guy at heart. I just am.
Yeah.
It's what I do. But if I want to play MMOs, stuff like that, it's going to be on a PC. I mean, that's why I got the Mini 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, so that I could play Final Fantasy 14 again. And now that's completely paid off. That's mine. But I mean, to me, certain things must be played on PC. MMOs are one of them. Even though it's available on a console, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. I've tried it. I played Final Fantasy 11 on PS2. It was weird. It was weird. I plugged the keyboard into it too. It's not like I used a controller to chat. I had a tiny $15 mini keyboard that I plugged in every time it was time to play. No mouse though. No mouse. Just the keyboard.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I'm just not that into gaming on PC. I think, frankly, I have enough fucking buttons to control and memorize on a controller. You know, like if you include like you know, the analog push buttons and shit, there's something like 19 buttons on a fucking PS5 controller. Right? That's plenty.
Listen, there's oh yeah, listen. Nobody has to play everything. We all play what we want to play. And in a perfect world, I would be able to get everything on console, but there's not a perfect world, especially because I'm not confined to just one or two genres anymore. I've expanded what I play over the years, and especially strategy games. Strategy games are going to be on PC. They just are. The good versions. They have console versions, but they're not as good. They're not as good, and the menus are kind of fucked up. I mean, perfect example. When Della was playing Final Fantasy 14 with us a few months ago, he's using controller, his PS5 controller, and it's a completely different way to interact with the HUD and the menu system on the controller than it is with mouse and keyboard. And he keeps asking us stuff, and we're trying to tell him, but we're speaking two different languages of trying to explain how to do something.
Right.
And that's why I say it's just not the same when you do some of these things that were made for PC and then they're ported to console. But especially stuff like that have a lot of intricate interfaces with the game and its HUD and stuff like that. But I don't think the Steam machine is something you personally need. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, no, I don't know that I necessarily need it, and I don't know that. I mean, you know, I'm sure it's going to be great for people who want it. You know,
oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Wider library available to them and all that stuff.
I've got at least 3 or 4 games on there that were either a couple were gifted to me or a couple I bought for myself that I just can't play on my old computer because my computer's so old. The graphics card can't handle it. But I get a Steam machine, I'll suddenly be able to play those games that I've been sitting on for like a year or more. And that's exciting. It's exciting because
I get that.
because it's just another mini console is what it is, and it's a hybrid PC console, and I'm fine with that. And if it's a reasonable price, then I'm really fine with it. And I think it's a really good. I think it's smart with the collapse of Xbox. I think it's smart by Valve because they're not trying to compete with PS5. They're just saying, here, add this to your collection. And no one's trying to compete with Nintendo because they don't know Nintendo doesn't even compete with anybody else. Completely different thing.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, I hope it works out for people who are fans. You know?
Yeah. I think it's going to be good. How you doing otherwise?
Otherwise, I'm doing okay. I have this problem lately where I start playing games even though I'm not finished with games. So I'm currently streaming like 3 fucking games because I can't, and I'm not even alternating them like Alf does, you know, where he'll play. He's like, okay, on Tuesdays we're playing this, Wednesdays we're doing this.
I can't do that.
I can't do that either because if I get into something, I want to play that thing.
I can't switch it up. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not in the middle of anything right now. I finished Final Fantasy Tactics last week, demolished the end of that, and the only things that I have something I can play privately, but I'm really not ready to start it. I've been sitting on it since last Christmas when I got it. Other than that, I just play 14, and when I don't flake out on you, Monster Hunter on the side.
Everybody bitched out last night, the devil, and he was only on for like 45 minutes because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I was finishing up trying out Age of Wonders 4, and I really did not have the energy to do the intensity of Monster Hunter. And also, I wanted to go to bed early, and I did go to bed early last night to get a full 8 hours today to make sure I accomplished all my goals. So it was a combination of things, and I thought, well, yeah, he'll be mad at me for 5 minutes and then he'll forgive me.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw DJ go, I'm at work, and you called us both gay. Like, okay.
I think that was a fair assessment.
I just it had been a long ass day. I was really into Age of Wonders 4, just trying to see if I really wanted to get into it, still learning the game. And then I finished up Wormhole Watch, and I just thought, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. It's midnight. It's 12:30. I'm gonna wind down. Not really watching anything particular. It's one of those nights where I just kind of randomly turned something on and didn't really care, and fell asleep happily because I'm out of shit to watch right now. That's a problem. Not at least new things. I could always turn on old shit, but I'm out. I finished all my anime for the fall, and I've got another month and a half until the winter season's done. And there's nothing to watch on TV. Even if there was, it'd probably be dog shit I'm reviewing. And I'm really afraid to open up my Star Trek Next Generation case again.
Right? Because you might bust something again.
I'm a little afraid. And then and then of course we sprinkle in the fact that I'm just watching garbage movies because everybody's making me in the chat to do it. So it's just I don't have anything to watch. My hope is that somebody just is going to be doing a gaming stream really late, because those are perfect. I can watch them, not really focus on it, and just pass out.
I mean, I game really late.
Yeah, but you're not. Oh, well, you work sometimes you're not gaming when I need you to. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, I have to do that shit on my schedule, right?
Yeah, I know. So that's a me problem.
Yeah.
And last night I went right to sleep. I didn't really watch much anything. I finished Wormhole Watch. I did a couple things, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to sleep. And it worked. I just went right to sleep. And after I realized, okay, I'm watching this, I'm not really paying attention, turning everything off, going to sleep. But tonight, of course, I don't have a problem because I'm watching horrible Mario Brothers 1993.
I'm telling you, that movie's fun.
It's okay. I can't give it away for free because I have to do this for tomorrow because I haven't finished. I mean, I watched that movie to death when I was a kid, over and over and over again, because as a kid it was fun because they took a couple things of the westernized version of Mario Brothers and stuck it in there. But it's such a sloppy movie in terms of what they were trying to do, because they didn't really have Nintendo's support.
Well, sure, there's that, but there's also Dennis Hopper and Bob Hoskins.
That's not enough.
It's plenty for me.
It's not enough. It's just not enough. So but I'm watching that tonight. I was halfway through it when we started the stream, and I'll finish that up and we're done. But then it's what am I going to watch next? I don't know. Am I tired enough?
I can recommend something on Tubi.
I don't need spots. I don't need Tubi. I don't need Tubi. I've got plenty of things on hand to watch if I'm really desperate.
I think you've got this misconception that anybody needs Tubi. Nobody needs Tubi, but do we want?
Actually, my mom needs Tubi because then I don't have to continually find things for her to watch she hasn't seen before. She'll just spend half an hour looking through all of it. It's like, well, she'll go through 3 or 4 movies in a night, say this is shit, and then finally land on something. Lately, she's finding good foreign films that they occasionally have. I mean, they're always cycling the content, so it's always every few days it's new stuff, but. I like it because it relieves me of having to provide her with new stuff. Although I think Tulsa King season 3 just ended or is about to end. So I can collect that for myself and for her because that's good stuff. But it's rare that I have something like that. Because next year it's going to be right away, Starfleet Academy in January. Then Lanterns. Oh boy. Oh boy. And then now in December, we just discovered that the final crap Doctor Who show made by Disney money for BBC, they're going to air it weekly in December. So Doctor Who Cares Reviews is coming back. I told Jeremy this on Friday, and I watched the life leave his face as I told him it's weekly. I said, guess what we're doing? He's like, I hate you. I said, I don't care. And then he got back at me by making me sing Derby karaoke or
yeah, how'd that go anyway?
Oh, it was horrible.
I was busy doing something that day.
It was listen, it was Queen night, but I can't sing and neither can he. And Kel made us do Loverboy as a duet. Or you're my not Loverboy, no, your best friend. Derby had to do Loverboy by himself. We did I'm Your Best Friend. And that's not a song, that's not a Queen song I know. That's not one I know very well. So that was bad. And then after a couple audibles, I made us do Fat Bottom Girls. And that's a song I do know. But the karaoke one I thought I had found, it only had the chorus and not the whole song. So whatever, I'm not tone deaf, but I can't hold a key to save my life. If I hear the artist singing, I can manage it a little bit. But suddenly it wasn't there and I completely lost it and I was belting it out terribly. It was horrible. I sounded bad. I'm sure the clips are out there by now. Somebody's recorded it somewhere and has it waiting for the right opportunity. But it was bad, and I'm not going to do that again. Oh boy! But next month is Christmas songs. I'm kind of hoping.
No,
yeah, it's December. It has to be. To make karaoke Christmas songs.
I mean, yeah, I suppose if it's December, I guess if you're going for the seasonal thing, that makes sense. But I mean, what else are you going to sing? Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Me, I could sing Christmas songs. I celebrate.
No, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying that there's not a lot of like catchy Jewish folk tunes for the time of year.
What does that have to do with anything?
It doesn't. But I mean, there's not much for like Kwanzaa either. They don't really have like.
But we're talking Christmas.
I know Christmas has the most holiday adjacent songs of anything out there.
Dermy karaoke will be Christmas themed, and I'm really hoping somebody will make him sing Weird Al's "The Night Santa Went Crazy." I love that song.
You know what? He'd probably like that song too. It's a good song.
It's a fun song, but they don't want us to have fun. They want us to look stupid. So they're gonna make us sing terrible shit. I'm okay with listen. I'm okay with the singing. The circumstances have to be better than what I set up, and also the whole idea where nobody hears the music except us makes it even worse. Because it's just there's no accompaniment. It's just
because you got to do it all acapella like.
It feels like it's not really acapella, but it looks like acapella, and it's terrible.
It's aka suck.
Yes, no, I'm not going to pretend that I'm a songbird. No, I mean if I could sing a song and keep it at a certain level with my low voice, I can get through it. But we were talking Queen, Freddie Mercury, a man who could hit notes that no straight man can hit.
I mean, that was less about him being gay than it was about him having an unusually large mouth. But yeah,
I'm just making gay jokes. Come on, it's like asking me to try. Listen,
it helps with the gay.
It's oh god, it's like when I try to sing Michael Jackson songs. You can't. I love Thriller, but some of the points in Thriller, I can't hit those notes. It's terrible. But I love Thriller. But so it'll be fun. Here's the problem though, and I'm sure you could understand this. These next 2 months get really, really weird for scheduling stuff because of the holidays. Because people's schedules shift from normal. And I'm already canceling both Thanksgiving and Christmas weekend for stuff. I'm not gonna do it. I usually do it, but I'm not even gonna try this year. I don't know when I'm going to get in the Anime Odyssey that Dermy and I owe for last month. So I don't know when we're going to really do that for December. It's going to be weird. Also, I failed. I haven't given him the choice of what we're watching for the next one. That's on me. I keep forgetting. I was supposed to do it on Friday and I forgot again. But it's this time of year is both great and fun, but also messed up me. What I'm looking forward to in 13 days, I'm looking forward to Santa hat time on streaming. I love wearing my Santa hat. Yeah. One because I don't have to comb my hair. I can just put it on,
right?
And it works. And it's festive. And then I want to be festive. Sam, I'm not a curmudgeon.
No, I am.
but I'm not. They call me a curmudgeon, but I'm not. I don't hate everything. I just hate stupid shit. Everything's stupid.
Yeah. What's stupid is kind of objective, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Or subjective, rather.
But here's the thing. As we get through this, I don't really care about Thanksgiving, but I do care about December and the holidays like that. I try to be a little more positive during that time of year. I do. I mean, I will say Merry Christmas to people because I think people I think it puts a smile on their face when you do it. Don't say happy holidays. At least don't. I don't do that because of the connotations where, the agenda driven people try to take away the merry by making you say happy holidays. That's my only reason. I will say Merry Christmas because it pushes back against that. But I like it. I try to be positive for Christmas.
I mean, I get that. Like, I don't go out of my way to be rude to people. I won't say Merry Christmas, but that's because I don't celebrate Christmas.
That's fair.
But fair. I don't. I'm not rude to people who say it to me anymore. I used to be. Time was I was a real dick about the whole process, but because it gets annoying after a while, and I'm not going to lie and say that it doesn't. It's really fucking annoying when every third word out of somebody's mouth is Merry Christmas.
Well, you interact with more people than I do. I go out once, maybe twice a week, just to get groceries and shop, and I just interact with checkout people. And I feel as though when I'm interacting with the checkout person, when I have to, they're miserable as fuck anyway. So I figure I might as well just say Merry Christmas as I thank them when they hand me my receipt or something like that. Just because I feel like it's my attempt to put a little bit of just positive energy out there and let them know Merry Christmas. Thank you for putting up with me as I.
I mean, like I said, I get that, and I get being polite about it, and I will be polite about it to people, but I'll usually limit it to something like you too, or that kind of thing. Just something that's non-committal, but basically returns the sentiment.
That's fair. I completely understand that. What is this? I didn't know. Okay.
Hi, Ariel.
No, I didn't. You're not banned. I just highlight you every time. Okay. So I reviewed Pleasantville earlier this week for her. She paid for it. I did it. And
that's the one with Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon, right?
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon. Yeah. I hadn't seen that movie in 25 years, since the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man thing where it was aired constantly on television. I hadn't seen that in the longest time. My memories had been very soft on it. I thought it was probably a harmless movie. And I went back and watched it for this week, and I did the review on Monday. No, that movie is a subversive piece of shit. Because when was the last time you saw a movie, if ever?
It's been many years, actually.
Yeah. See, I warped Ariel's mind, and we know that's a chore. Essentially, when they go to Pleasantville in black and white land, which is token fake 50s, where people only know what the show tells them to know, nobody knew what sex was. And everything remains black and white until Reese Witherspoon's character, who's a slut, has sex with Paul Walker's character. And then she turns all the girls in town, all the teenage girls in town, into sluts, and everybody's fucking. So
I don't remember this part of the movie.
Yes, I'm not lying. So change happened in Pleasantville. Color is coming to Pleasantville because teenage girls became sluts. And then she has a conversation with fake mom, who asks her what sex is, and she explains to her what sex is, even though they have a family where the kids come from out of thin air. And then she convinces her to go take a bath and, flick the bean. And she has an orgasm for the first time and sets a tree on fire outside the house. So this whole thing in Pleasantville starts because women are whores. Because girls become whores. And if they and there's no real relationships between anybody. It's all surface level. There's no actual pushing for stories. And I realized, wow, if they had approached this in any other way, acts 2 and 3 are fine with everybody learning to get in touch with their emotions and not just be sticks in the mud. But you realize it started with Reese Witherspoon turning an entire town of teenage girls into whores. So, I mean, it made me angry. And I said so. And now the thing is, Ariel, she hasn't refuted my claim. And I bet she thought that it was just going to be nice and pleasant. I just give a nice, easy review, would make me angry. No, I got angry.
Yeah.
And yeah, see, I'm right. And at the end of the movie, when Reese Witherspoon decides to stay in Pleasantville land and Tobey Maguire goes back home, the mother doesn't even ask, where's your sister? Where's your twin sister? She's gone. Where is she? It's just there's no continuity. So that movie is not as pleasant as people think. I think they think it is. A dangerous, subversive movie about, hey, everybody, just fuck. just have teenage girls can be sluts. It's okay. That pissed me off, man. And because what it completely tried to tell you that traditionalism sucks. Don't be traditional. Traditionalism is all wrong. William H. Macy's character comes home and there's no dinner on the table, and his wife leaves him to go have an affair with Jeff Daniels, malt shop owner, for no reason. No reason. It's not like William H. Macy did nothing wrong. He went to work and came home, and she just leaves him, and he doesn't know how to feed himself. So it's just I'm getting all riled up again.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It didn't ever really seem like my cup of tea. It seemed like more of a chick flick than anything else to me. So I probably didn't pay that close attention to it back in the day. But yeah, that sounds. I don't know, Ariel. That sounds more like it's up your alley than it is mine.
Listen. I can't control. I mean, I'm trying to set some guidelines for the Chat Made Me Watch This reviews, but they seem to want to get either really obscure shit to make me watch or creepy shit. Have you ever seen the movie Naked Lunch? I'm sure you have.
Many years ago.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before, and Kel made me watch that for this week too. My God.
Well, yeah, it's not really up my alley.
Ian Holm, what were you doing in that movie? I mean, Ian Holm was doing a movie. Peter Weller, I can get it, but oh man, that movie was messed up. And, I mean, I understood it was basically a drug trip gone wrong. I understood that, but I couldn't even really review it. I spent, I think, about 6 to 10 minutes on it, and what could I say? I just talked about how effed up it was here and there and everywhere, and Kel understood. I warned him because that night on Discord, I said, "Dude, fuck you, fuck you for putting that movie in front of me." Now he's trying to find other weird shit to mess with me. Well, Kratos claims he has 20 weeks worth of bad movies to make me watch, which, all right. Okay. When was the first time I watched Bedknobs and Broomsticks? Oh, I had to be at least 9 or 10 when I saw that. Now, there's nothing wrong with Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That is a lovely movie. That movie holds up. It's a lovely movie. It's a great movie. That's a good one. That is a great movie. I watched that as recently as a few years ago. Been a few years, but recently enough. That's a great movie. That's a wonderful movie. That's real classic Disney live action movie right there from the 60s. That's great stuff. Angela Lansbury, the dad from Mary Poppins. Good movie. Anyway.
It's been a long time since I've seen that too.
Yeah.
It was a favorite of my ex-wife's.
Oh.
No, there's no negative stigma. I just remember the last time I watched it was with her, which was, I've been divorced going on 9 years now. So, it's been a minute since I've seen it.
All right, Ariel, don't feel bad. I know you wanted to give me a movie I liked, or you think you liked it I might like. Here's the thing. And this is the guidelines I was trying to explain today for Chat Maybe Watches Reviews. Even though I know even though I complain, it's probably best to give me movies that I'm probably going to hate, because it makes for better entertainment. It makes for better my reactions, and it probably make everybody laugh how I react to it. And I know you guys sometimes want to reward me for suffering, and I appreciate that. But I think as far as that grift goes, everybody's better off for entertainment if you give me stuff that you may like, but you know I'm going to hate. Because we're many years into this channel. I think everybody knows my tastes by now. I mean, if Sam made me watch one of his weird dinosaur movies,
hey, only one of them's got dinosaurs in it.
I don't know. I'm just grabbing an example. he would have a ball, and I just would be miserable, and that would work because it's about making me. The whole point of the grift on Double D's is making me do shit I don't want to do. That's the whole point of the grift. Until it gets to a point where we don't need those grifts anymore. That's kind of the point. That's the point. And I created the idea, or Jed helped me create it. But would Gargoyles first episode considered a movie? You see, I've never liked that. That's the thing they did back in the day in the 90s with all those shows. They took the 3 episodes that were the pilot and turned them into movies and then marketed them as movies on VHS, when in fact they're just the first 3 episodes of shows.
In Gargoyles' case specifically, it was actually the first 5.
True. You know what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they did that for purely to try and sell VHS tapes to kids, and I hated that. Now remember it's not just movies. You guys can make me watch episodes of television. That worked out really well with Alien Earth. Jed made me watch. Oh no, it wasn't Jed. It was it Jed or was it? No. It was Fernandez T. Fernandez T made me watch episode 7, the penultimate episode. Jed was just happy to be along for the ride. To watch me suffer that one, and that worked out fine. That was the first actual episode of something that I had no money in or no time invested in, and I had to figure it out as I went along, and I figured that pretty well. So there are remember, it's not just movies, it's episodes of television can also be reviewed and put up there. So that's how that works too. And it is a never ending thing. There's lots of movies and TV out there that I've either seen or haven't seen or this and that. I mean, for tomorrow, I've seen Super Mario's live action. I watched that on repeat as a kid. As a kid, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. As an adult, I don't. That's how we got on this. I've never seen Son of Mask. No, I've never seen that because not a fan of Jamie Kennedy. Not really.
I like Jamie Kennedy just fine, but that movie sucks.
Yeah, I never saw that one. I don't even like The Mask anymore, to be honest. I don't really like that one either. There's a lot of old Jim Carrey stuff I don't really like. Monster Museum. Museum. That's the anime? I'm not into that one. I'm not into Monster Girls. Even though that show has titties all over it, I'm not into that. I'm just not. There's all the ecchi in the world. Monster Girls don't do it for me. They just don't. Half naked Lemia and the spider chick. No. No, that's evil. That's evil. But I mean, yeah. That's the thing. I mean, I don't. Yeah. I mean, now an anime episode. If I've ever thought of putting that in there, that's essentially that buys you 2 episodes of an anime, because animes are about 20 to 22 minutes, give or take, opening and closing. So that basically buys you 2 episodes of an anime. Chat Maybe Watch Reviews buys 2 episodes of an anime if you do that. But yeah, I've never really even thought people maybe. No one makes me want to watch anime because I watch enough anime and I've seen enough anime, and either way, so Snidely Whiplash. Who's Snidely Whiplash? Should I know that?
Yeah, he's the bad guy in Dudley Do-Right cartoons from Rocky
Oh my
Bullwinkle.
God, I don't remember that at all. I mean, I know I watched Bullwinkle, but none of that stuck. Boris and Natasha. That's all I remember. Were the villains Boris and Natasha. And they were Yeah.
Stumbled into a bad place.
What are you playing?
Something of madness. I forget what. Anyway, I just ran into an enemy called the Conqueror Worm, and he's fucking huge.
Uh-oh. That don't sound good.
No, it's not.
Oh no, you're thinking of Dick Dastardly, Ariel. Dick Dastardly and Muttley. They were in Wacky Racers. That was such a weird one. Anyway, well, we're at the hour. So let's wrap it up.
All right, fair enough.
All right, yeah. This is only an hour-long show, guys. We don't go for very long. It's your nightcap, essentially what it is for people. It's a nightcap. Just have a nice little chill time, wind down, and then go to bed, stiff drink, or whatever you do to end your day. Anyway, Sam, what's your week look like?
More Sekiro. Lots more Sekiro.
How you doing with that?
Not terribly. Not too shabby. It could be a lot worse. I'm currently stuck on an enemy that I've beaten before on my own time. Because the fun part that I'm having with it is that I did play some of it last year on my own time. But I'd never finished it.
Okay.
And I'm pretty close to where I left off, which is pretty early in the game. So I started it over again. And I remembered some things, and I'm doing pretty well with some things, and other things I am struggling with horrendously.
Much to the entertainment of your audience, I'm sure.
I'm sure. They like watching me play Souls-likes, and to be honest, I really like Souls-likes, so that's not really an issue for me, right? But it's been interesting, so I'm probably going to play a lot more of that. Probably at some point I'll pick up Wo Long again because I am enjoying that game. It's just kind of not grabbing me as hard as I think it should. And still pissed at Blood Omen. So there's that. But
is it still broken? Is the Blood Omen save file still
I don't
broken?
know. I haven't loaded it back up again. It probably reset after I turn it off. I probably could go back in and wipe the floor with those fuckers, but I just I'm mad, and when I'm mad, like when they killed off Homeboy in the first disc of Legend of Dragoon. I quit playing that game for like a year and a half. So eventually I went back and finished it, but I was real mad.
I quit playing that game because in the third act I just got fed up with the controls. I can't do this anymore. I don't like this game. I'm not enjoying myself, and that's it. I'm done.
So but otherwise, yeah, we got Abyssal Musings coming up on Friday. I'll be on Beelzebub after that on Devil's Channel, Beelzehub. More Screaming into the Void on Saturday, and if Mira goes live on her channel, I'll be on Exiled Lioness too at some point too. But mostly game stuff, mostly real life work stuff. So that's me.
All right. As for me, we got Daily Dive Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. I want to, of course, do a game stream tomorrow night, but I have nothing. No game streams, nothing set up to stream. I kind of wouldn't mind streaming Age of Wonders 4, but I really don't think the computer can handle running it and streaming at the same time. I just don't think it'll happen. So it's probably not. So we might try and workshop it tomorrow during Daily Dive if I'm going to game tomorrow night. Other than that, we see what the week brings us. Jed and I are watching Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger Running Man for this weekend. Jed's never seen it.
Really?
And he only saw the new one this past weekend.
I forgot there was a new one.
Yeah, it just came out. It flopped hard. Serious flop. Like we're talking bomb flop.
I don't know why they always want to remake these old movies. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Jed said it was just a mid-action movie. He said it wasn't terrible, but he has nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, I mean, the original is pretty mid for an Arnold movie, actually.
Oh, and I said as much. Yeah, I'm not. When we were talking about it on Saturday, I said, yeah, don't go into this thinking this is one of Arnold's top tier action movies. It's a mid-tier Arnold action movie, and it's campy as fuck, but it's still fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is fun, but it's like if you took all of the serious shit out of Total Recall, this is what you get.
And Jed had problems with Total Recall too. So.
Jed has problems with everything. Jed's taste sucks. You can tell him I said that.
Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows everybody has a problem the way he takes off. He just looks at movies differently than we do, and I accept it for that. And
Like
it makes for a good conversation.
I actually like you recall when you guys did the thing. I went and I copy pasted a bunch of fucking rants and shit into both of your versions of the video about that. I was just like, because you guys were just like, they just don't, we don't really ever understand what it is. I was like, that's the point, man. That's the point. You're not supposed to know. That's what cosmic horror is.
Yeah, so we're doing Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger Running Man for this Saturday. And then we got Roundtable on Sunday. And there are talks there might be Among Us this weekend. I've been told to suggest it to the gang. So there may be Among Us on Saturday. There may be. I don't know. I can't promise anything.
It's like
it's been 3 or 4 months apparently, and the feeling is people might not be so angry anymore.
Okay, sure.
Man. So yeah, so we'll see what the rest of the week holds. You never know. News happens. Maybe Warner Brothers will get bought tomorrow by the Saudis. Who knows? And that'll be the big news of the weekend. You never know.
Yeah, they're buying up all kinds of shit lately, aren't they?
Yeah. Listen, I am not a betting man, and even if I was, I would not be able to figure out who's going to own Warner Brothers by the end of December, because they will be sold by the end of December.
I mean, with the Saudis, you never know what you're going to get, right?
Well, they're backing Comcast. I think the Saudis are backing Comcast.
Right. But like when they buy up all of these like media companies and whatnot, like you never really know what you're going to get, because they'll probably restrict certain things in their own country, but in other countries they're going to be a little bit more lenient about stuff. The Saudis tend to be a little bit more practical as far as absolute monarchists go. But if it was like Qatar or something like that, you'd never see another gay thing on WB.
Either way, I wish Warner Brothers wasn't going to be sold, but they're going to, because I don't think monopolies are good for anybody. But it's going to happen. So it's going to have a name in it, and it'll be interesting. And but that's just an example of anything could happen at the moment right now with news like that. It's all bubbling around. Anyway, but we are going to head out here now. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. The best thing
real quick.
The
game title, the game that I've been playing is called Source of Madness, for those who are actually curious.
Okay. Links are in the description below. Subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace, everybody.